Tannehill to the air right off the bat. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action, it's Tannehill. This will be caught downfield by Gage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Okay, break. Right.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
38. 43 rails.
From the 27, Lance. It's brought in by Harris, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Lance. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Higgins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your...
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Red, cycle. Steel, black. Yellow, blue. Ready?
Here's Lance. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down. And now
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll find Najee Harris. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Getting this into the hands of Turner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. This is caught by Evans. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Mike Evans, 36 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Green back. Yellow, go. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now a play fake. Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And the reception made by Green. From the gun, it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Lance now on third and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. C.J. Uzomah from a yard out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Lance now on first down. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Lance now on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On first down, Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Evans, fast footwork. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. On first down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Jordan with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Here's Tannehill. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. It's a second down run with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. 20. 5, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Lance's throw caught by Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. On play action, Lance. This pass into the hands of Green going across the middle. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Harris running straight ahead. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Tannehill complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Tannehill on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Green brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Trey Lance with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
As Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Off play action, Tannehill. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Down at the 25. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run at Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.